welcome to GreenBiz Studio. I'm Nico McCrossan, Sustainable Finance Manager at GreenBiz, and today I'm excited to be speaking with Robyn Luhning, Chief Sustainability Officer at Wells Fargo. Hi, Robyn. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi, thanks. I'm so happy to be here with GreenBiz again.
Now, Robyn, today I want to ask you about Wells Fargo's work in affordable housing, and more specifically, how does your work as Chief Sustainability Officer connect to Wells Fargo's work in the affordable housing space?
Well, Wells Fargo's sustainability strategy includes a designated impact area of housing access and affordability, with really a true focus on vulnerable communities' access to the opportunities associated with the transition to a low carbon economy. And this really aligns our sustainability efforts with an important part of our business because affordable housing is a significant business for us. Over the last 5 years, Wells Fargo has deployed over $21 billion, that's billion with a B, in capital to help develop and rehab more than 72,000 quality affordable rental apartments. We've also enabled over 80,000 qualified buyers to put down 5% or less on their first home. And so the combination of sustainability and affordability, we think really helps to improve community and individual household resilience in the face of this volatility that we're seeing that's brought on by climate change, extreme weather events, and also increases in utility costs.
Thank you for walking me through that connection. And so you said over the last 5 years, Wells Fargo has invested $21 billion in this space. I'm curious, what have been the biggest challenges that you've run into in this time? And then are there any specific things that have stood out as especially successful about this program?
Well, it's not an easy problem to solve. First of all, housing contributes significantly to overall emissions from the building sector. And these sort of comprehensive, holistic efforts to reduce emissions in affordable housing are extraordinarily complex. So first of all, affordable housing often has strict budgetary constraints, and developers and tenants are very mindful of any additional costs that affect affordability. So for example, while solar can save on monthly energy bills, the upfront costs are often still too high for deployment on low-income housing. We are seeing that incentives from the IRA or other state and local incentives can really reduce costs, but they require expertise and capacity to build them into a development deal. And another challenge that I would point out is the costs and the benefits aren't always easy to align. So the owner pays the cost of the improvements, but usually the tenant benefits from the lower utility bills. Or if an owner does pay the utilities, the tenants don't have a budgetary incentive to be energy efficient. So overall, it's not simple, but we are trying to do our part to contribute to solutions.
And what have you found as most successful for contributing to these solutions or these successful kind of outcomes that you have around affordable housing at Wells Fargo?
So what we really try to do is build in support for climate resiliency, both into our deals and our grants. So for example, the Wells Fargo Foundation initially provided a $3 million grant to Elevate Energy. This was designed to advance housing decarbonization and create healthier, more efficient, and affordable homes. The grant also supports Elevate's Accelerator program, which provides job training opportunities for BIPOC contractors and individuals in solar and energy efficiency. And building on best practices identified during that pilot, Wells Fargo is helping Elevate expand their work to Minneapolis with a new $1.2 million grant for their building electrification program. Again, to support sustainable retrofits of 30 affordable homes in Chicago and Minneapolis, which will leverage services from BIPOC clean energy contractors and newly available rebates and tax incentives. So what we're trying to do is wrap equity into the entire view of these housing retrofits. I guess I also have a business example. So we've launched two different inclusive communities and climate bonds. The first bond was issued in May of 2021, and it was a $1 billion sustainability bond that supported housing affordability, socioeconomic opportunity, and renewable energy. The second bond was a $2 billion sustainability bond that funded efforts to support these same activities and also added funding for efforts to support electric vehicle financing. And the bond included 24 diverse firms across all tiers of the transaction's underwriting. Again, really thinking about these things holistically from a philanthropic, a business point of view.
Now, sustainable, affordable housing sounds like a great thing for society, but I'm curious, how does this align with Wells Fargo's overall business goals? How do these different pieces all work together to advance Wells Fargo's strategy?
Well, affordable housing is a key tenet for Wells Fargo, and we really work to combine both our philanthropy expertise and our business expertise to address these challenges.
Thanks, Robyn. You just heard from Robyn Luhning, Chief Sustainability Officer at Wells Fargo.